5:55. So class 7C, this is the next chapter that we are dealing after we are meeting from the holidays. And this is lesson number 8, human environment, transport and communication. Kindly put today's date near the heading. It is 5th of January 2021. This is the last chapter that we are dealing for this term, for the final term. And I want you all to be more and more attentive so that quicker we finish the syllabus, we switch over to the revision for our final exams. So now that you all are ready with your books, turn to page number 55, be ready with a pencil and make sure that you are having a book with you. If there is anybody who would like to initiate with reading, you can raise your hand or I will select a person. If there is anybody who would like to initiate reading, can raise their hand, else I will select a person. Okay, Joshita, do you have a book?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please be loud and clear and kindly begin reading. Human environment, transport and communication. Go ahead with it.
Since ancient times, human beings have moved from one place to another in search of food. Initially, they traveled on foot or used hollowed logs to cross rivers. Gradually, they used domestic animals as beasts of burden. The discovery of introduced the first transport system as progress.
है ना
एक दिन में आओ क्यों हवा एक दिन
Hold on. Zoina, Grisha, I'll remove you people if you cause a trouble by keeping your mics unmute. Yes, Joshita, please continue from where you were reading.
Gradually, they used domestic animals as beasts of burden. The discovery of wheel introduced the first transport system. As time progressed, new inventions
Revolutionize.
revolutionized the transport system. They became the
Okay.
art of trade and commerce. You must have heard from elders about the modern phenomenon of a shrinking world due to globalization. The growth of the growth of social and commercial relationship between different countries of the world has been possible because of modern transport and communication system.
Stop. So children, in this chapter, we will be talking about something very basic and very simple, and that is how, since the beginning of human creation, since the beginning of human life, how transport and communication have developed, how transport and communication have evolved. Now they say there is a term here. We have heard from elders about the phenomena of a shrinking world. Please underline the term shrinking world due to globalization. Shrinking world due to globalization. Kindly underline this term. Now, is the world exactly shrinking? Is the size of the earth reducing? No, it is not like that. But because we have much developed means of transport and much developed means of communication, that is why distance does not matters now. If you want to talk to somebody who's living in another country, who's living in the other part of the world, you can very quickly make a phone call to them by sitting at your home and you can talk to them. Like right now, presently, the students and the teachers, we are not sitting together in a classroom, but through the means of communication, we are talking to each other. You are sitting at your home and I am sitting at another place and we are able to connect. We are able to communicate. In the similar way, since it was very difficult for man to travel from one place to another because there were no means of transportation, but nowadays we have roadways, railways, airways and waterways, of course, so that we can go from one place to another and attend a wedding, attend a meeting and to visit our near and dear ones for the social purpose. So what is all this? All this is globalization. Underline the term globalization and please write down what exactly globalization means. Globalization. It is written, there is a term mentioned here in the fourth last line of the first paragraph. Now, what is a globe? We all know what is a globe. Now, what is globalization? Please write down. The term globalization means being able to, you can write it on the left side, there is enough space. The term globalization means being able to connect to the rest of the world. BEING, being able to connect to the rest of the world for business and social purpose. For business and social purposes. PURPOSES. It says the term globalization refers to connecting to the rest of the world for the purpose of business or for the purpose of social meetings. So if you want to go and meet somebody, if you want to have a business meeting with anybody, you can visit to any part of the world. Why? Because there is good, fast transportation system available, and there is of course this modern communication means which are available to you. Let us continue reading with the modern transport. Out of transport and communication, we will first discuss about transport and then we will move to communication. It is simple and basic. Please be attentive so that you can understand. Yes, Joshita, please continue with modern transport.
Roads, railways, waterways, and airways are the different means of transport in the world. The modern means are efficient, fast, and powerful and save time and energy. A good and well knit transport system is essential for development of any country. It provides opportunities for people to participate in social, economic, and recreational activities. However, it is a significant contributor to environmental pollution.
Underline the term from the fourth last line. It is important. It provides opportunities. What provides opportunities? Transportation provides opportunities. So it provides opportunities for people to participate in social, economic, and recreational activities. What are social activities? Having a family function, attending a wedding. So you need transportation to go to other places. For example, if there is a wedding in New Delhi, you need to go there either on by road or by taking a flight or by other means. Economic activities for business purpose, you can have a business meeting in the other parts of your country or even outside your country, so you can use means of transportation and visit those meetings. And for recreational activities, people go to Goa, they book a flight, they go to Goa for recreation, for spending vacation, for spending holidays. So there can be social reasons, there can be economic or business reasons, and there can be of course recreational reasons to use means of transport and to go from one place to another in a very short span of time. Yes, continue reading. Roadways.
Roadways are the easiest and most common means of transport, especially for short distances. From the remotest village to the most modern metropolis,
Metropolis.
road, metropolis, roadways are an integral part of the infrastructure of an area. They provide goods and services at our doorsteps. Roads can be constructed on any type of landscape. They can traverse forests and deserts. They can spiral up the mountains. Khardungla in Leh is the highest
Khardungla. Khardungla.
Khardungla in Leh is the highest motorable road in the world. In plain areas, we can find a dense network of roads. They can be easily constructed
They can be easily constructed on a flat land depending on the terrain. Terrain means road or land. Depending on the land and level of development of an area, the roads may be metalled road, which are the pakka roads, and unmetalled roads, which are the kacha roads. In our villages, we mostly see the unmetalled or the kacha roads. Remember when we were doing the conventional signs and symbols, there was a sign and symbol for the metalled or the pakka roads, and there were signs and symbols for the unmetalled roads. So the first of the modern transport or the most common means of transports are what? Roadways. We can make use of our four-wheelers, we can make use of our cars, motorbikes, of buses in order to make use of roads to reach from one place to another. However, it is a little time taking and tiring as compared to airways and railways. So roadways are the most common type of transportation. Roads can reach to even the remotest areas, and they can spiral up the mountains where it is difficult for the trains to go, where it is difficult for the waterways to reach. The roadways make it possible for us to reach even the higher peaks of the mountains. Now here there is a very important general knowledge question which is given to you. Underline the term Khardungla in Leh, which is in India. It is the highest motorable road in the world. It is the highest motorable, means on the highest road in the world on which you can drive a vehicle. It is the highest motorable road in the world. In plain areas, we do have the dense network of roads, and we can construct the roads easily on the flat surfaces. And of course, they say the roads can be of two types: metalled roads and unmetalled roads. Joshita, please continue by turning the page. People, please turn the page, and she is reading from the first paragraph on the left side of the next page.
In our country, roadways are divided into national highways, state highways, district roads, and border roads. The latest development in our road networks is the construction of the Golden Quadrilateral, a six-lane
Underline the term construction of Golden Quadrilateral, a six-lane super express highway linking the major cities Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, and Mumbai. Please underline these 4-5 lines. I will explain what is this Golden Quadrilateral. Read it out from apart from this.
Apart from this, the north-south corridor links Kashmir to Kanyakumari and the east-west corridor links Silchar to Porbandar. The border
Okay.
roads run through difficult terrain in border areas. They are used by the army and are of strategic importance. All developed countries of the world have dense network of roadways.
Continue reading the next paragraph below the did you know box also.
The USA has the densest network of roads in the world. India has the second longest road network in the world, though a large part of it is of poor quality. Industrially developed Western Europe, including European Russia, has good road network.
Okay, stop. Now we are talking about our country road system. It is very important to know that we have four major cities in India, that is Delhi, New Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, and Chennai. Now, if you observe on a map of India, in which direction do you see New Delhi is situated? Who can tell this? I'm sorry, I could not hear you. In which part of India do you see is New Delhi situated? East, west, north, or south? Anyone? Nusra? I hope my voice is reaching out to all of you. It is in the north. Now we say Kolkata, it is in the east. Chennai is in the south, and Mumbai is in the west region. Now when we connect these four, we are making a quadrilateral shape. I hope you studied geometry and you know what is a quadrilateral shape. It is a four-sided shape. Now, like we connect these four cities together, we are making up a golden quadrilateral, which is connected by a 6-lane super express highway. And what is it doing? It is connecting four major cities in India. Similarly, there are other road networks in the other parts of the city, namely USA. Please underline USA has the densest network of the world. Please underline USA has the densest network of the world. And European Russia, Russia the country which is spread from Asia to Europe. So the European part of Russia has a very nicely developed road system. So this is how we say that the roadways it provide a very handy, a very easy and the most common means of transportation. So children, we will keep the explanation for today till here only. Devyanshi, are you able to listen to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, people, you are requested to respond. Otherwise, I'm not able to find out if you have heard me or not. Please read out the first did you know box on page number 55. Yes, Devyanshi, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Did you know
Please read
since
out the
time?
first page did you know box.
Yes, ma'am. Since time immemorial, different
Immemorial.
animals
Immemorial
have
means we don't know the exact time.
been used for transportation. Horses were common throughout the world for their speed. Donkeys and mules were common in hilly areas. The camel is called the ship of desert. Bullock carts and tangas driven by horses were main means of transport in village areas. Carriages driven by camels were
Driven.
common among royal people. In Tibet, yaks are used, and in Andes mountains in South America, llamas are used for carrying loads. In polar regions, sledges drawn by dogs and reindeers are used.
So we see not only those vehicles which are run on road are helpful for the roadways transportation, but horses, donkeys, mules, or the sledges which are driven by reindeers, llamas, those who carry burden, or the other beasts of burdens like camels are there. Sometimes elephants are also used to carry the burden. What do we find similar in them? All of these function on the basis of roadways system of transportation. Please read out the next box also. The second did you know box.
The longest road in the world that can be traveled on a motor vehicle is the Pan American Highway. This
Underline
runs
the
from
top Pan
northwest
American
Alaska.
Highway.
This runs from northwest Alaska, USA to Brasilia.
Brasilia
Brasilia.
in Brazil. So it runs from Alaska to Brasilia and it is the longest road in the world. Which road? It is Pan American Highway. The Pan American Highway. And the highest motorable road in the world now you know is Khardungla, which is in Leh, which is in India. Okay, so this brings you to the end of today's discussion. Kindly turn to the exercise section of this chapter. Please turn to the exercise section of this chapter. The glossary. Your job is to complete the glossary in your fair copies. Please make sure that I have sent you a homework yesterday that you have to stick pictures of at least one type of road, one type of water, one type of air, and one type of railways. You can check out the pictures from the book and you can find out the related pictures to it and stick one kind of roadways, one kind of railways, one kind of airways and one kind of waterways. So do it, write the glossary section. Let us mark down the multiple choice questions. First one, I hope you are carrying a book. In which of the following regions can you find a dense network of railway? Who will tell me the answer? Because we have studied it today only. The densest road network in the world is also the densest network of railways. It is the prairies of USA. The prairies of USA. Prairies are a kind of grasslands. Next, which of the following transport system will you use to send exotic fruits? Exotic fruits means those that are perishable, those which can be rotten very easily, and those which are very expensive. Those are which should to be handled with care. It is through airways. Second answer is airways. The third one, which mode of transport will you use to reach the Andaman and Nicobar? Come on, who will tell me? Nusra, I want this answer. How will you reach
Ship.
Andaman and Nicobar? Yes, we will make use of a ship because we have a water body in between the mainland of India and the islands of Andaman and Nicobar. It is the ship. Very good. Fourth one. Which of the following is the most modern means of communication? Come on, you are using it right now.
Ma'am, internet.
It is the internet. Very good. And the fifth one is mode of transport which is efficient and environment friendly. It is waterways. You move in the direction of water flow and you will save fuel and it is less pollutant also. Mehak, you can stop the recording now.